This is a video from eSkills Zone. For more videos, notes, and certificates, please visit www.eskillszone.com.
Hello and welcome, hi viewers. Today in this video we will learn some more commands of GW Basic programming language. So the first command we will learn today is kill command. So I'm going to type over here. Now the definition of this command is that this command is used to remove, delete a file from the disk. So be very careful while using this command, because if you accidentally type any file name which is very important to you and you use this command, type that file name, then it can be deleted. So while using it, you should keep it in mind. That's be very cautious about that. And now we will type the syntax. Viewers, you know that very well, that syntax means the grammatical rules which are very important to write a computer program. If you don't follow these grammatical rules, then the commands or statements, whatever you mention or instructions you give to the computer program, do not execute in a proper way. So it's very important to note down the syntax. The syntax is, first you type the kill command name as it is, and then you type the file name. We will give the examples to elaborate this syntax. We'll type over here interpretation, which is now going to explain this for you. Interpretation. And the interpretation is kill command is used to delete all types of files. It's quite interesting that this command, kill command, in this GW Basic programming language is used to delete any type of file from the disk. And the examples are like we're going to type. So don't worry about this command. Sometimes I press enter key, so such type of messages appear on the screen, because I'm actually working in a PC Basic environment. So here it's an IDE where I can type computer programs as well. So when I press an enter key, the compiler or the interpreter consider it as a command, genuine command. But I'm actually typing the whole topic and all the lectures over here, so that you should be familiar with the layout of this very GW Basic programming language, so that you should be very familiar with all that layout. So now we'll type examples of it, and the examples are that the first example is that we will type kill, and then we will type double quotation mark, we'll type inside it inventory.base. So it's actually the name of a file. We are just imagining it and just considering it, because this doesn't exist in reality, but we just would like to elaborate with the help of this example. Like if a file name is inventory and its extension is .base, it means that it's a basic file, then basic program file. Then if you type it with kill command like this way, then it actually deletes the file inventory.base in the current directory, in whatever the directory you are working. If the file exists in that directory, that very file will be deleted just by typing the kill command. So the next example we're going to give over here is kill, and type G is a drive. It's a specific drive. We're specifying as the drive name G, and then the folder name, the directory name. In DOS it's called directory, but if you're working in Windows, then directory is always replaced with the name folder. So G is the name of the drive, and the goods is the name of the folder, and then we are typing the file name inventory dot and asterisk like this way, and then put a double quotation mark. So it's a different kind of example we're giving in the example number 2, and I'm going to elaborate it that what it will do with the kill command. It actually deletes all files named inventory with any extension. So this is quite interesting, that quite interesting point to note over here, that in the first example the file name inventory with the only extension .bs will be deleted with this way if you type the kill command this way. But if we type kill command and type the specify the name of the drive and then specify the name of the directory and then type inventory, the name of the file, with dot asterisk, then it deletes all files names inventory with any extension in that existing drive you are working. So now some important thing to note over here is that be very conscious. You have to be cautious about that, because cautions should be taken while using this command. Now I'm typing the very important note. It's very important here to note down over here, viewers. For you, I'm typing here that be careful and cautious while using kill command. Why? Always specify the file names extension when using the kill command. You may lose your data accidentally while using this very command. So it's an important note to be noted, and please note it down while using this command. So you have to be very cautious. It's be very alert. So next command we're going to learn today is the list command, viewers. Now I'll type over here the list command, the second command which we are learning today. And what does it do? I will first type the definition of it. This command is used to display a loaded program. It's an interesting point to note over here, to display a loaded program. Sometimes the program is not loaded, partially loaded, program partially or completely on the screen. So this command is used to display a loaded program. Loaded means the program, some program which is already saved in the drive, in the hard disk, and they're gonna load it into the memory RAM just for to see the output of that program by executing it, by compiling it partially or completely on the screen. How? Now first we will type the syntax of it. Very important to note. Each and every statement command have syntax, and which is very important to note now. It's the grammatical rules of writing a computer program. So I'm reminding, calling it again and again, that you should be capable of understand the meaning of it. That syntax is the grammatical rules which should be kept in your mind while typing any computer program. So first we'll type list, and then we'll type line number, any line number, and then we'll type put a bracket, column bracket like this, and then type hyphen, and then type line number, then put a column bracket, closing bracket, and then type open column bracket, and then type file name, and then put a closing column bracket. This is the first syntax. And the second syntax, which is the optional one, is we can type line number and then put a hyphen like this, put a column bracket like this, and then type again, type a column bracket, put a comma and type file name, and then can type a closing column bracket. Now I'm going to type the interpretation of it, the explanation, which is very, very important. So in the above syntax, all parameters are optional, which if omitted, the command lists the last entered program. Line number is a valid line number within the range of 0 to 65529. So it's very important to know that in the above syntax, all parameters are optional, like line numbers, this and that file, which if omitted, the command lists the last entered program, means that the last program entered and loaded in the computer memory RAM will be shown on the screen. The line number is a valid line number within the range of 0 to 655. This is the range of the line number, should be kept in your mind. It's a very important point to note over here that the range of the line number are from 0 to 65529 in GWS programming language. It has a range and should be kept in your mind. If file name is not specified with the list command, the specified lines of the last typed loaded program are listed. So if file name is not specified with the list command, the specified lines of the last typed loaded programs are listed. So now I'm going to give the examples over here. Please note down. The examples are that if I just type list, then it lists all lines in the program. And if I type just list like this way and type a hyphen and put a 20 line number, then it lists all lines of program up to the line number 20. So, and if I type, like, I'm just giving the examples, if I type list and type 10-20, then it lists lines from 10 through 20 of the program. And if I just type list and type 20 and then put a hyphen like this, hyphen, or you can call it a dash, then it lists lines 20 through the end of the program. So viewers, we have discussed 3 different examples of list command, and if I just type list over here, we are working in a direct mode, and if I just type list, then what happens? It says okay, means there was no program loaded in the memory. So if I would like to load a program, I can type the F3 key, and I think there's a program like sum. If, like, for example, if we want to see some files with the dot base extension, we can type files, and then we can type this way, put a double quotation mark, asterisk, and type .bas, and then put a closing quotation mark, and then press enter key. So here there are some programs which are already available. Like some, we have a sum program, sum.bs, so we can load this program by typing the F3 key. If you put the if I type the F1, then you can type the list. If you type the F2, it will run the program. If you press the F3 key, it will load the program. It is used to load the program. And if you press the F4 key, it is used to save the program. If you type the F5 key, it is used to be continue. And if you type the F6 key, it is used to give print command to the printer. And if you press the F7 key, then it is used to turn on, and F8 is used to turn off. You type F9 key, then it is used to give the key, and you just type F12, F10, sorry. Then you can have like this more screen like this way. So the screen can be squeezed and shrunken with the help of this. And again if you press the F10 key, here you can see F12. So it is used to see the screen on the. So we are not much interested in this case. We are now we have just noticed that files. We've just typed files to see that how many .bs extension files are available in this drive. So there are a number of files are available, and I would like to load the sum.bs. so what should I do? I will press the F3 key, or where I can type load as well, load, or can put opening double quotation mark, but here I've just typed F3 key. So I will type the name of the file, and it's sum.bs. Viewers, see what happens. So it has actually, now the program is loaded, has been loaded into the memory, and now we're going to learn on this program. If you type F2, then here it shows the output of that program, sum.bs. But if I want to see the complete program of this sum.bs, then I will type list, or I can just press the F1 key and just press the enter key. So as you can see that now that we can have that program, that particular sum.bs, you can see all the instructions line, like the line number 10. You can see that the value 10 is stored in the variable x, and then value 20 is stored in the variable y. Then we print the sum x plus y, so 10 plus 20 makes 30. So you can just see the 30. You cannot see the total in the program, but it just gives you the output 30, and you can see sum is equal to 30. So this is how viewers list command works with GW basic program. So it's very important. Knowing the programming skills are very typical, and it requires time to learn, and you need to do practice again and again, and they will become a good programmer. And it's a good it's a good language for teaching and learning. So why it is called basic? Because it's used to learn the basics of the programming of any language. Once you learn the basic language, and then you can learn any language in the world. So be very positive. And some people say that programming is very difficult to understand, but I say that it's not such difficult, but it requires some attention to be given, and should be focused. You should always keep all the commands, their syntax, and their correct syntax, and their their purposes. You should know each and every command statement, and why it is used for, and what are their names. So once you are clear, then program is become very easy for you. So that's all for today, and thanks for watching.